we have three institutions that we can say are recognized. The first institution is the government, the church, and the family. The two first ones, the government has its rules, and also the church or many churches also have their rules. But more often than not, you find that families have no rules. And therefore, in this episode, let's talk about rules that every family must follow. Although we know that we are living in a very democratic world, we should not be ignorant to the fact that we are messing up a generation by giving them so much freedom. Rules that every family must follow. Number one, mom and dad are in charge. When you look around, kids have much freedom of choice, and that one is okay depending on where you stand. Parents should have the final say on so many things. As much as we have an opportunity or we have an obligation to let our kids also tell us what their opinion is on a few matters, parents should always have the final say. And we, as the parents, should talk through it with our children, but it's not a debate. We're just giving an opportunity for these, so that we may understand what they want to hear or what they want in their lives. Once you establish this, the rest of the rules will fall into place. And therefore, number one is that you have to recognize or realize you as a parent, you're in charge. Number two, rules are rules. Either they are the church rules or organization rules or government rules. Rules are rules. They are not suggestions. Our society have made rules, that are not followed. And as a family, once you set rules in your house, they are modeled to be followed, or they are supposed to be followed. And rules are not suggestions. Rules, when you create rules in your family, they'll create discipline and also a form or a sort of freedom. And therefore, number two, rules are rules. Number three, respect everyone. Respect is shown in how we, number one, how we treat people, how we communicate with people, how we put people before others. No matter how it is shown, it's a better priority in your home. And respectful family, these are the backbone of our society. And therefore, three rules that every family must follow. Number one, mom and dad are in charge. Rules are rules, number two. And then number three, respect everyone. Number four, perfection is not the goal, because we have to understand. We are not saying that you should make your family should be a perfect family. No. Families who try to be perfect, they will always fail. The fact is that we have to have grace when it comes to family. And grace will allow us to make mistakes and grow. And therefore, we must recognize and realize that perfection is not the goal. Give each other grace no matter what. Number five, silence is strength. Talk less. As a person who talk for a living, I have learned this through experience. There is one promise that we know to expect from the world, and we will be treated unfairly and unkind. Some should be safe, the home should be the safe place. And this starts with one simple rule. Always think before you speak, both to your kids, to your spouses, and even to your parents. And therefore, these are five rules. We are number five now. Number one, parents are in charge. Mom and dad are in charge. Children's, your son or daughter are not in charge. You are in charge as a parent. Number two, rules are rules. Number three, respect everyone. Number four, perfection is not the goal. And then number five, silence is strength. Number six, never lie. Many parenting is based on lies. I'll bring you this, I'll do this, whereas you know you're not going to do it. Lie is a non-starter. Lying opens you to family attack, you need to set the rule from the start. If you lie, there will be twice the consequences, both for you as a parent and also for the children. Of course, for the children may not be able to punish the parents, but you must set the rules that you yourself are able to follow. Your kids need to be raised knowing that lying will get you nowhere in life. We are bringing children based on lies, and these children will also grow lying. And it is very important for you as a parent to set the pace. Don't lie to these children. Also, let the children not lie to you. And then number 7, never interrupt. This one sounds simple, but it is not. This is about treating someone with respect, and it starts with home. This will carry forward in a way that impacts multiple generations, and therefore listen before you respond. We are living in a generation where people don't listen to understand, they listen to answer, and this one should start at home. Do not listen to your kids so that you can answer. Listen to understand. Never interrupt. Then number 8, borrow, don't take. And this one also sounds simple, but it's not. If you're at your home and you you want the remote or something, you take it, but you should borrow. If you want something, ask for it. Otherwise, you are stealing it. Like we used when we are growing up, and you could see coins that our parents would put in a specific place. You could find that we took those coins without permission. May God forgive us, and also our parents forgive us, because now we have grown up and we have known better. If you don't respect this principle as a family, you are opening a door for trouble. Kids need to see how you respect other people's property. When you borrow someone's thing, return. One thing that I really hate is people who borrow books and don't return. I have lost 2 very important books in my life, and I know I had given someone. And actually, I have 2 people in mind who I gave this book, and both of them said that I did not give them. And they said they returned. I don't know where they returned to, but remember, when you borrow something, return it. Another rule that every family should keep: electronics are a privilege. This one I want to underline. Phones are killing the society, phones are killing the parenting, and phones are killing marriages. And when I talk about phones, I talk about even all other gadgets. How do you stop it? We need as a family to set boundaries and enforce them. Put down the phones and spend time with each other. Not once, not twice that my son has told me, Dad, put your phone down. We need to talk. And that is only a 3-year-old child. They have discovered that I am with my phone most of the time. And sometimes he tells me, put down the phone, let's talk. And this will help you very much as a family. Number 10, remember your last name. This one may not be easy to understand, probably, but it's all you have at the end of the day. What will people think of you when they hear your name? When they hear Musa or Laikipia, when they hear Moses Njoroge, what comes into their mind? For me, I want them to remember youth mentorship, empowerment of people, good model. That is what I want people to remember when they remember my name, Moses Njoroge. Remind yourselves that when you wake up each morning and going to bed, that your name is important, and actually the Bible says a good name is better than gold or riches. Children who are taught to honor the name or their names turn into very responsible adults, and therefore teach your children to honor their names, to know that their names are very important. And these are 10 rules that every family must follow. Number 1, remember that mom and dad are in charge. Number 2, rules are rules. Number 3, respect everyone. Number 4, perfection is not the goal. Number 5, silence is strength. Number 6, never lie. Number 7, never interrupt. Number 8, borrow, don't take. Number 9, electronics are a privilege. And then number 10, remember your last name. Remember that every institution, the church, the government, have rules. Also, we as families, we should have rules that should be followed not only by our children, but also by us. Thank you for listening on this episode of Rules Every Family Must Follow. This is Musa wa Laikipia. Have a good day and God bless.